stop, boy. And it's just like, oh my God,
Right.
I don't think, boy, they would have hung me on the tree.
Yeah.
I'm not built like that, bro.
Right.
No shade.
Right.
No shade to nobody who grew up that way.
Right.
But me being a city boy, I couldn't imagine
Right.
letting somebody talk to me in that manner and just dealing with it.
We don't have the concept, but in their defense, that was life.
That was normal
so
life.
yeah, you didn't know anything different.
Yeah.
So
life.
you being called boy, that's what you heard all your life. That was the way people moved and grew back then. You were less than a citizen.
Yeah.
You were not viewed as equal, especially in the Deep South.
Especially in the South. But it was weird because he from Washington. So but even in Washington, he understood.
Right.
He didn't even yell at the bus driver. He was like, oh, my bad. Let me get up and get off the bus.
Right.
Like, even as a black man from the city, he understood, I'm in the South.
Right. Come on.
And this is how they're going to talk to me.
Right.
Cool.
Right. Because those things transferred over.
The bus driver was that disrespectful to a captain of the
an
military.
Army officer. Yes.
Calling him boy. This ain't just your stop.
Yes.
So he gets off and he's met by Corporal Ellis, and there's white people standing outside of their shops, and they're amazed to see a black man, a black captain.
Yes.
It kind of shocked me. I'm like, damn, they not used to seeing black men in authority like this.
Not at all.
It looked like they seen a ghost.
Literally, because he was a ghost. A real life walking ghost. Absolutely. A nigga with bars?
With bars.
Shiny ones too?
With
bars. No, that's
Suit,
not happening. Yes.
Fresh and pressed and clean.
Yeah.
They hadn't seen that before. Davenport goes to see Colonel Nivens. And Colonel Nivens basically says he don't give a fuck about what Washington said. You are not to go question no white people in the city of Tynan over a black soldier getting killed, because it's going to spark a keg of fire and it's going to be explosion in town. And he basically saying they're not going to let you arrest white men over a black man's death.
Exactly.
That's crazy.
Is 100%. But
fucking crazy.
Throughout this whole time, you're going to hear me say again and again, the military is just a microcosm of the real world.
The real world. And you see it in this
That
movie.
proves it right there. Look, we are not governed by the rules and the regulations of this town, of this state, or whatever. We are federal military people. However, in my experience as a white man growing up in whatever little town he asked him, do you ever heard of? If you remember that, you ever heard of whatever?
And Davenport was like, no, I ain't never heard of it.
I ain't never heard of that. Well, he was letting you know, well, in my part of town, sir, you kind of people, you got a place. And so just don't think, let's not get it twisted. Even though you got them bars on your shoulders, you still got a place.
You still got a place, yeah.
See?
That was hard for me to watch. I ain't gonna lie, that was hard for me to watch some of these parts. Cause here's a man who's dedicating his life to service of this country, and y'all treating him like he ain't shit. And he got the bars, though.
He got the bars, and if not more educated than
he's a
the colonel. He's a lawyer.
He's a lawyer with bars, and y'all treat him like he a fucking field Negro.
Yep.
But basically, Colonel Nivens ends it with saying he just wants to keep the peace. He said he's been in Tynan for like 3 years, and he's like, I like it here. Like, him and his wife got a nice little house and shit. She cut her little flowers and stuff. So he don't want to rock the boat.
Right.
And he feels like Davenport is definitely going to rock the boat. Now, Davenport, he didn't come off as a person who was coming there to rock the boat.
No.
He just wanted to find out who did the
do his
murder.
job. He wanted to do his job.
It was kind of weird.
Yes.
It's like, y'all making this man feel like he just coming there just tearing shit. He not. He's just there to do an investigation and find out who killed the sergeant. Yeah. That's all. Whether they're white or black, it didn't matter.
That's a poignant point too that I know we're going to cross again and again, because again, for them setting it up this way. But like you said, Captain Davenport just wanted to do his job.
That's it.
Just like all the enlisted soldiers, they just wanted to do their job, which was serve. They were there as patriot men serving the country who wanted to go and fight the enemy. Despite them being subjugated, despite them being ridiculed, despite them being lynched. And they were put in all these roles of servitude still in the United States Army that they would have been doing outside of the United States Army, doing all of the cooking, the cleaning, the shucking, the jiving, and all this stuff. But they, even through that, they wanted to go over, get on the front lines and defend this country and fight.
They sure
So yeah, we're gonna cross that point
They
a lot.
did. Davenport is being driven around by Corporal Ellis, and Corporal Ellis is telling him that he's only flipped the Jeep over twice, and he's laughing about that, like, oh, only twice.
Right.
Huh?
Right.
But the interesting thing is they're driving around. None of the soldiers has ever seen a black captain too, so they're all stopping, doing jumping jacks, and going like, "Oh,
Yes."
shit. Like
The
even
ghost.
the white person that was the drill person was like, he never seen one either.
Ever. Yeah, ever.
Like
Ever.
it was crazy that they had never seen one.